to No Such Thing as a Bad Movie podcast. I'm April Mansky, and I'm here today with...
Justin the Clue. Press 1 for laugh.
And Colin Cunningham, $5 per second.
$5 per second?
Well, yeah, come on.
Oh, man, we're racking it up so fast. So today we're talking about a horror movie that is a relic from a different time. It's called 976 Evil, or 976-EVIL. This was
So what numbers are that on a phone?
I don't know.
God, couldn't tell you. So this is a patron pick, just in case you didn't know. If you're signed up to our Patreon at the $2 level or up, you will be submitted into a lottery. I think we do like 4 a year to pick an episode. And so this was picked by patron DJ, who said, Robert Englund's directorial debut, 976 Evil. Haven't seen it in a while, but I think it fit the bill and looks like it's rentable. And yeah, that's it. So...
what a hearty recommendation.
It wasn't about the movie.
I haven't seen it in a while.
They were just like,
rentable.
love the show. They were just talking.
It's rentable. It's in color.
Well, because I always have to say, like, guys, you have to pick something that we can easily find, rent,
yeah.
stream. Not something we have to like go to the movies to see. Anyway, 976 Evil. It's Robert Englund's directorial debut. So who can tell me anything about the movies Robert Englund has directed?
I don't know if he's directed any.
He's done only 2, I believe. This is one of them, and the other one is right off the top of my head. I'm not looking at Letterboxd right now. I'm bringing it up. Killer Pad from 2008. Uh-oh.
Killer Pad?
Pad, and I think that means home. It has a classic
like
2008 era. We photoshopped this by the intern in literally 10 minutes before it went to the printer.
Boy, I'm surprised. I mean, with this movie, like, it's not bad. Like, I guess maybe he just didn't want to direct, anymore, right?
Well, they offered him part 2, and then they decided to go with someone a little bit more respectable, Jim Wynorski.
Yeah. So I have heard of this movie. I heard it on a podcast long ago, and I always got it confused with Brain Scan, which is about a killer
This is better than Brain Scan.
video game.
Yes.
And this is better than Brain Scan. Brain Scan like started off good, but then it's just
it's kind of sleepy.
Yeah, and like the villain's really bad. What is it, the trickster?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the trickster.
yeah.
Like
the
that.
balder is more like it. Look at that hairline.
Yeah, they're both bald. Sorry, he's bald.
Wait, not someone with a full head of hair like Robert Englund.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, his was burned off.
Killer Pad. The poster for this looks like a parody. Oh my god,
Yeah.
this Photoshop is insane. But yeah, what's his name from Terminator 2 is in
Eddie Furlong.
is in Brain Scan. But we're not talking about Brain Scan. So this is like a similar like young kid gets exposed to, I guess you could say, technology, and it kind of like
Evil technology.
yeah, I guess it's a little different because in that one it's like he's like
Was it a computer
murdering
game?
people. This is like he turns into a demon
Yeah, it's very kind of...
or something.
Yeah, it's kind of vague at the start what is going on. First of all, I confused this when April first said 976 Evil. I'm like, oh, I love Jeff Goldblum and Ed Begley Jr. I was thinking of Transylvania 65000.
Oh, that's a fun movie. I like that one. Well,
Oh.
do I like that one? I'm confusing
rentable?
with the classic Jim Wynorski film, Transylvania Twist.
Yeah, that I have seen. I haven't seen this Jeff Goldblum thing,
No, neither
but
have I.
it's very popular.
Is it?
It was
I've
a
heard
Mel
of
Brooks
it.
produced one that I had in a box set that Anchor Bay put out because the guy was Mel Brooks, the director was Mel Brooks' co-writer who wrote like High Anxiety, Silent Movie, Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Okay.
Yeah, Life Stinks. All the great Mel Brooks films we all remember.
Yeah. Well, what do we say about this movie?
I say
It's very
pretty,
colorful.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And slick.
It's the end gets really confusing as far as like the logic.
I think it has some pacing issues.
Yes.
And it also has no in with any of the characters.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily bad. You see a Maniac poster in the background at some point, and he's like, oh, is he trying to make his own Maniac? It's weird that Stephen Jeffries is playing the same character from Fright Night.
Yeah, pretty much.
Evil
Yeah,
Ed.
yeah, he's like the kind of weenery sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Who becomes the Demon Man at the end. That also happens in Fright Night.
yeah, that like
What's his
projection
name?
room had a lot of cool posters. They had a Midnight Oil poster. I noticed.
What's that?
It's a band from the 80s.
What, the Australian band?
I don't know if they're
Beds Are
What's one of their songs,
beds,
April?
Beds Are Burning. That's I think they're
Beds are burning.
I think they're a one-hit wonder. I don't know. And then people are
Okay.
going to be like, no, they're very popular.
Yeah, the
That
How
always
can
happens.
we dance while our earth is turning?
Yeah.
Oh, I know that song. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sleep while our beds are burning.
the
but
lead
yeah,
singer.
cool.
How do we sleep when our beds are burning? Hot. Too
yeah,
hot.
ask Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't, did he?
I don't know.
I mean,
Okay, I would say this movie has.
he does sleep because that's how he gets all the kids that sleep as well.
That's true.
I don't know. He's just like he's like a nightmare demon. But
Do you guys
this-
like Freddy Krueger?
I do. No, I haven't seen all
He's
of the
okay.
Freddys. I've only seen the first 3, and I keep saying, for during Halloween times where we're like, let's watch a horror movie every night. We usually do a series. This year it ended up being the Conjuring series somehow. But I was wanting to do the Nightmare on Elm Streets.
Did you guys hear how much the last Conjuring movie made?
It made
like
so
an
much money.
absurd
$1
amount of
billion.
money.
I think it was the highest grossing of the franchise or something.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't see that one because it looked bad, but I'd probably catch it eventually.
I think it made. Oh, I thought it made like $500 million. Yeah,
what I
almost
thought.
$494 million.
Jesus Christ. Remember, and they were like, this is the last one. And then it
Yeah,
made
it
all
ain't
that
gonna be
money.
the last one.
And they're like, oh.
I think that maybe the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, the later ones, are just a little too cheesy and they get.
I will not deny that.
They get people say they get bad, but that's that's why that makes them good.
How
because
many
they're-
are there? Like 6 or?
7.
something like that, yeah.
There's. Wait, let me go through that. So Freddy 4, Dream. Master? No.
Okay. So Dream Warriors was 3.
Dream Warriors
Yeah.
3, and,
And I
I
like
remember
Dream
the
Warriors.
fourth one is singular. Dream Master, I was
The
right.
Dream Master.
And then Nightmare 5, The Dream Child.
Okay.
Nightmare 6, Freddy's Dead. Nightmare 7, New Nightmare, which
Oh,
is
that was the
technically
meta
not.
one.
And then there's a remake.
And
Freddy versus Jason?
Freddy versus Jason. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, I'd like to see those 3 or 4, everything before New Nightmare.
they're not very
and
good.
yeah,
Like,
I
if you
know.
think-
I know they're not very good, but I bet you there's still some creepy parts, some fun parts, and I do like Freddy as a character. He's fun.
He's fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't invite him to a party, but
God, it's like, you couldn't get away from him in the 80s.
Well,
I mean, he had his
wasn't-
own phone line.
Yeah, that's right.
true.
Speaking of
which do you think inspired this movie?
I don't
Probably.
know.
Well, the 976 numbers were a big thing back in the day.
I've
Yeah.
never seen 97. It was always 1-900.
Yeah, it was 1976
maybe.
8585.
909 Fred.
And then you could call up a sex line. Talk to some crazy girls. or
Dial a
something.
monster or dial a
Party line?
dial a
Yeah.
spooky.
You could get-
Did you guys ever call one of these pay lines?
No.
I think
If
I
I did,
did.
I feel like I would have gotten in trouble because it's obviously they're expensive.
Yeah,
I was barely not a child, a baby while this was happening. But I remember seeing commercials and stuff. But no, I would be way too scared.
Yeah, you would what was it? It was something for the first minute, and then they would jack up the price.
$5
Yeah,
for
it'd
each
be like
additional minute.
25 cents for the first minute, $10 per additional minute.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
exactly. And then your mom would go, "What the hell?"
But I will say I like this movie because it is a relic of its time. This is something that if you showed this, I'm sure to a kid now, they would be like, what is this? This is a joke, right? No, this is a real thing. And
Yeah,
I guess
hi, my
I
name's
mean,
Corey. Here's
yeah,
some
the Corey hotline.
Yeah.
Do you think that
Words that
this
rhyme with
exists
Corey.
at all in
Allegory.
any form today? I guess ChatGPT.
Now it's the internet. Yeah.
But I bet you isn't there anime girls that are AI that you can talk to that I'm sure you have to pay for.
Probably. Wasn't there a recent Hall and Oates line you could call them up? And,
Hall and Oates
recent?
now.
I could swear it was something.
And were they like, we still hate each other, but for the phone line, we decided to come back together.
I think they would just play a song or something like that. If you're in a bad mood.
And they were live, like they had to.
That'd be great.
Wasn't that
What else we got
Very
going
Good
on?
Ladies did a dial a song? Was that them? Where you
Probably.
could,
Oh, no, you're
no,
thinking
They
of-
might be.
They Might Be Giants that
That's
dial a
right.
song.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
But yeah,
And-
so it was a thing,
Yeah, I never did it. It seems, once the internet came around, that's over,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. But I guess when you didn't have the internet and you're like, I want to hear Freddie Talk to Me, or
Santa Claus.
yeah, or Horoscope.
Now
or,
they have
of course,
OnlyFans.
sex lines was the big
Yeah,
deal.
what would get you to call? Imagine you're a teenager, the internet doesn't exist. What do you want, April? Maybe spoilers for Sailor Moon?
Yeah,
Or
if I could
even the
talk
Sailor
to,
Scouts
if
will
I
talk
could
to you?
talk to one of the Sailor Scouts, that'd be cool. And that could have happened because it was all Canadian actresses doing those voices for the
Yeah.
dub. That would have been. You know what? That could have existed somewhere. Like
I'm going to look right
You
now.
know,
Sailor
I'm
Moon
sure.
1-900.
because I'm pretty sure they had it for other like cartoon shows.
Well,
they
I-
must have.
I remember the LucasArts hint line. You could call in when you're playing like a LucasArts point and click adventure. If you wanted to hint, you could call the hint line, and it would like, I think it was automated or something, but you could whatever. They would charge you money, of course. I never did
Of
it.
course.
Oh, there was a Sailor Moon hotline that fans did, but it shut down in 2021 where it would play a random episode of Sailor Moon over the line.
Wow, it
Oh,
made
God.
it to 2021.
Yeah, but I think it started late, so it wasn't
It wasn't something from the 90s. But yeah, so yeah, that's what it is. And like the funny thing is in this movie, random people, they just find a card and they're just like, this will be a goof. But it's like a horoscope. So I guess horoscope hotlines were a thing.
That could be kind of fun. Well, it kind of starts. It's almost like The Matrix. I didn't quite know what was going on.
Oh, I like this opening. Yeah.
It's really kind of like separate from the movie. But one thing I do like about the movie is like it looks nice. It's kind of stylish. It's got
colorful.
Yeah.
really like colorful lighting.
And like fog.
Yeah, and I wasn't quite sure if we were in like this dream world or something because it's very weird and surreal at the opening. It's just like this guy kind of running around this town or this like city at night. It's like abandoned, and these phones keep ringing. They're kind of chasing him. So it is kind of like, what the hell is going on? And
Now, this will never be explained.
exactly, yeah.
Most of the movie won't be explained.
And then he ends up in like a phone booth, and he's like fine, grabs the phone, and then he's electrocuted, catches on fire, and is blown out of the phone booth, which is
Is this my favorite scene of the movie? Maybe scene, but it's not my favorite thing. I'm going to save that for later. I made a very specific note about what it is.
It's pretty bombastic and a good way to start. You got to start with a bang.
But I think doesn't he look into like a restaurant or a shop or something, and then there's like this lady like kind of underlit by purple lighting, and it's all
Probably.
like, really weird.
You know what this feels like? Something that was added after the film was completed, and they're like, we need to start with a bang.
Yeah, I could
Could
see
be,
that.
yeah.
It's a pretty good one because he's on fire and then he gets blown. It's like a practical explosion. Then he gets yanked back with like a wire.
Yeah,
on
he's
fire.
flying through the air, and I think he doesn't even land before like I think the credits,
title
title comes up. Yeah.
And we're introduced to this gang of street toughs, which they are so funny. I guess one of them Marcus works at like the cinema. So this is like a projectionist booth. You couldn't ask-
$1.99 all night horror movie marathon.
Yeah, $1.99.
That's pretty
You can
good.
get a seat to the all-night horror marathon.
Which
Yeah.
is happening every night, I think.
Well, it's like he's a projector, I guess, but he's never doing anything. They're just playing poker
Yeah,
back there.
He just runs the projector.
Do we see him like change a reel at any
I
point?
don't think so. I think he starts it at the beginning and then he
Yeah.
just runs it. And then they just like seem to smoke and play poker and drink.
And to my question is, why do they even go to high school? Like, you have a job. Why? I mean, do they have a home life? We don't know these
He's the only
things,
one we know that has a job.
I guess.
Maybe they're all living off.
They're
of him.
all like homoerotic and way too old to be in high school. It's like
Oh, yeah.
they're 50s greasers, but they're also 80s glam punks.
Yeah, we get one guy.
We've got it all.
Marcus kind of has like a Boy George thing going on.
The
He's
guy
got
with the
like
hat.
the hat, and then like one of his buddies looks like Dexy's Midnight Runners. He's got like overalls with no shirt on. Like,
Yeah.
The other guy.
One guy has a trench coat, a big long trench coat.
I think his name is like Airhead. He's got like the flat top.
Airhead.
And these guys are jerks, but guess what? They're basically our protagonists for the movie.
Well, like
Yeah.
one of the gangs is Spike, who
Yeah.
does not have a spiky haircut
No.
or use a knife or anything.
and
at
it's
any point.
also not Peter Berg. Even
That's
though
what
he
I
looks
was
like
saying.
it.
That's what
Yeah.
April said.
I thought it was Peter Berg from
I looked it up and I'm like,
Shocker.
Patrick
Yeah.
Bryant? Oh, okay.
It's just
So,
some guy who's
Dime Store
been-
Peter Berg,
yeah.
Patrick O'Brien.
He'd been in a lot less things and didn't grow up to be a
Oof.
famous director.
Dime Store Peterberg.
Yeah, I
Famous
didn't grow up to be not a good guy either.
Yeah.
So you think that like Spike is our protagonist, and he kind of is, but then we meet his younger cousin, who then turns out to be the kind of protagonist /
played by Stephen Jeffries, Evil Ed from Fright Night, who is anytime he comes up, it's like, yeah, he did gay porn in the 90s. And it's like, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
That's it.
He's still doing it now, but he also is in regular movies too, you guys.
Is he doing?
Well,
I don't
if you
think
look
he's
at his
still doing pornography.
IMDb, there's something from like not very long ago, but it was probably just a cameo.
He's pretty old.
Yeah, but I think it was just like a voice
What,
cameo.
you don't think you can get it up? Colin, he can do it.
I hate to like bring this up and act like I'm making fun of him. Like, that's fine.
No,
He was in a movie called like, I don't know, it was called like Randy something.
Oh,
whatever,
I'm seeing here The Diary of Randy Rose.
Okay, so that's
from 2011
that's
though, and he did a voice in it.
I think he just did like a voice cameo.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like it might be a pornographic film.
Well, Spike.
Well, coming soon to this podcast.
Oh, no.
We haven't got a
Randy
porno
Rose.
yet.
No.
I mean, Black Devil Doll.
Yeah.
And also we did that thing that was by the Deep Throat director, so it wasn't a porno.
Gerard
but remember
Damiano?
that? Yeah, it was an early episode. It was called Satan or Devil something.
Oh, yes. I remember that.
It wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't porno.
Well, so Spike loses at poker. He owes Marcus a ton of cash, and he goes back. This part was kind of confusing. It's like we're introduced to Stephen Jeffries at his house with his mom. She's like a crazy like Christian lady with a huge wig. What's her name again? Sandy Dennis?
Sandy Dennis. She's a famous actor from back in the
Aunt
day.
Carol.
She's been in a lot of stuff. So she's kind of like wacky and outrageous. Has like plastic on the furniture and like 20 cats, so she's crazy.
Yeah, she's in the who was the character in what was it? Blood the Thanksgiving killing movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Blood Rage?
Blood Rage. Yeah. Remember there was another famous, or we just did recently
Butcher Baker?
Butcher Baker.
Yeah.
She's kind of like that lady, although much more southern.
Well, she Sandy Dennis, I think, was in a lot of theatrical stuff. She was in like A Splendor in the Grass from 1961 was her first main role. And then she's like in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Yeah, I got the feeling that
Cold Day
like
in the Park.
because she's credited as and this lady as
Yeah, it's
Aunt
like,
Carol.
oh,
so I'm
Sandy
like,
Dennis.
okay, this is like a name.
Like a big catch for
Yeah.
this movie kind of thing.
Yes.
She's kind of
Not
funny.
somebody on the downward spiral who's like, I will take anything.
And she does have a lot of stage presence. She's playing this very theatrically. It's true compared to the
I
other
feel like their
actors.
scenes are just like improv. Like he doesn't really know what he's doing, and it's just
Yeah.
Stephen Jeffries is like dressed like a toddler in this scene.
Yeah, he is.
It's like he's wearing
And
like pajamas.
He's balding too. So it's like
Yeah, like he kind of has this weird, I don't know. It's like older guy, but still acts like a child. I don't know.
I mean, because his voice is always cracking too.
Yeah, he's like,
that's-
hey,
a squeaky voice teen.
the way I sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
he's got such a creepy, weird energy to him, which is very kind of effective, like in this movie, I find. But
So this is basically. Have you guys seen Evil Speak?
Oh no, but I'm aware of that as
That's
well.
from 1981. It's about an evil Clint Howard who gets a computer and he contacts the devil with it.
Maybe
it's
that's
fine.
the
It's
one
not
I was
great.
confusing with this movie.
I
Yeah.
remember the like
Evil
VHS cover, I think.
Yeah, very cool VHS
Yeah.
cover.
check my letterbox, but I don't think I've seen it.
I don't think we have. I don't think we've seen much with
Nope,
Clint
I don't
Howard.
see it on here, so I don't think you've. I've seen it and I haven't logged it, so that's how memorable it is, I guess, at the end of the day. But one of the
Evil
rare
Speak.
Clint Howard starring roles.
Wow, we have to see that and Ice Cream Man.
Still haven't seen the ice cream. Ice cream.
It's the only two things.
Yum! What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Go.
Ooh.
I always like a peanut butter chocolate. That's
Colin?
usually my
I do
go-to.
like the matcha. You know what?
Matcha.
Yeah, we order from this place, Death in Venice Gelato. And they have
Oh,
this.
la di da.
Fuck. they
White
have this
chocolate matcha.
White chocolate matcha, but they also have this like boozy tiramisu flavor, which is
Oh.
so
Good
good.
Mr. Moneybags over here.
And they have
Fancy
this-
gelato.
They
flavor.
have this other one called peanut butter and jelly croissant.
Yeah, it has like crushed up croissants in it.
It is
Oh
so
man,
good.
geez.
We also like this one that has caviar in it. Not
No.
Yes, yeah, and gold
Gold
flex.
leaf.
But yeah, generally if something has any kind of like peanut butter or chocolate together, I'm a fan. So
Yeah.
that's
I'm a man of the people. Give me a soft serve vanilla chocolate, please.
like a swirl.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
Man of the
I like
people.
that too.
Give it to me out of a cart or a car.
Did you ever try the when I was a kid they had like bubblegum ice cream?
Yep.
Yeah.
I like.
just-
It's okay.
It's like Baskin Robbins, but it would just have those like kind of hard crunchy things in it, and I would just like turn into gum.
it's
kind
gum.
of.
I like it when there's fudge or like brownies. Brownies are my ice
Yeah,
cream.
good
That's what
one.
I like. Yeah.
Rocky,
Yeah.
They still have Rocky Road.
And like I used to love like a
love
soft
Rocky
serve
Road.
like vanilla and chocolate dipped in the chocolate shell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so good.
Ooh.
I should get that. Like in the summer, there's ice cream trucks parked not too far from where
Yeah,
we
you
live
guys
at the
live
park.
downtown. You could easily
Yeah.
get. Yeah, there's a park right there, too.
Yeah, I guess it's just like, do I want an ice cream at like in the middle of the afternoon?
Yes, that's
Yes,
when you
I
eat
do.
ice cream. When else would you eat ice cream?
Yes, I
Precisely when you
do.
do it.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Ice Cream Man.
enough about Clint Howard and Ice Cream Man.
Not the movie we're talking about today. We're talking about 976 Evil.
So they hear Spike coming home, and it's kind of confusing at first here. But Stephen Jeffries gets really excited that Spike's coming home, and I guess I'm like, this is like a Fawn situation. He's kind of like living
Hey.
above the garage or something.
he's got a leather jacket and a motorcycle, and his hair is kind of Fonzie-esque.
So it's revealed later that they're cousins. So
But he's living, I guess, in like the shed.
yeah, I guess he's living above the garage or above something, basically. But then like Stephen Jeffries has built like a pneumatic tube between his room.
How does it work?
I don't know.
Well, so the power of a pneumatic tube works like. Oh, I don't have time to explain today, April. So moving
Yeah.
on.
I guess I'll just assume that it works somehow.
Magic.
Like compressed air or something.
Yeah, so
I would bring the pneumatic tube back. Let's that be the main way
They
we
used to have them in
communicate.
the bank.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yes.
kind of remember that. Yeah.
I love those things. But so Spike comes back, and again, like Spike, this guy is like 27 or something like that. He comes home. No high school teenager comes home with like a bottle of booze, and like he's like sleeping on his bed, like smoking. First of all, like everyone is smoking in this movie
To the
like,
point where I think it's a joke.
it's ridiculous. And like one of the girls asked Stephen Jeffries later, like, "Oh, why are you not smoking?" It's
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
And then when he turns evil, I believe he does light up at some point. Everyone's smoking except maybe the aunt. I think she
Yeah.
might be smoking too. I'm not sure.
So Spike's like lying on his bed with his boots on still, by the way, and he's like,
I mean, that's how you do it with your boots on.
he's like smoking and drinking, and then I guess like Stephen Jeffries sends him like Stephen Jeffries' name is Hoax, by the way,
Hoax, folks.
Hoax.
Makes you think.
Makes you think.
But yeah, so he's just reading a regular magazine, and then a little flyer pops out.
Yeah, this little card kind of falls down. It's like, call this number for your horror scope.
Horror.
Horror
Scope. Do you get it?
Yeah, I do.
I was talking to the
explain
audience.
it to me, April. I don't
well,
know if I get it.
horoscope. But what's funny to me about the
Yeah, I don't get
horoscope
it.
is that it rhymes. Typically, horoscopes don't rhyme. I mean, I used to read horoscopes.
You not read horoscopes
they're-
anymore?
They're not poems. If I did, I don't know where. Like, I don't trust them anymore. I liked it when it was in a paper. Now it's just like some AI generated website or whatever. I do kind of follow like astrology a little bit as far as like personality types, even though I feel like they can be wrong. But I do actually kind of know what some of the personality types are and can relate that to a person. But they don't usually rhyme.
No, this is more like, this is very direct and kind of, I don't know, very specific. It's
Well, yeah.
Horoscope is meant to be very vague, so it can kind of fit any, because people go like, oh my God, that's just like what's happening in my life.
It's because it's evil.
Yeah, but we kind of find out later that this is Robert Picardo.
Yeah.
Is Dark Mark.
Robert
devil
Picardo,
himself.
who many people know. Most people would know him from Star Trek Voyager.
And from
Yeah. What's the best Star Trek?
the best Star Trek ever?
Next Generation.
Ever.
I like
Next
the-
Generation?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Do we have
that's the
Deep
one.
Space Nine's Defenders in the audience?
I do like Deep Space
Yeah.
Nine, and I also like Voyager. But
What about
I mean,
Enterprise?
I never watched Enterprise.
No, never.
And I
watched
even
that.
watched some
Voyager
of
was
those
the
new
one.
ones.
I guess maybe that was in syndication when I was a kid. So I watched Next Generation with my dad. I was probably too young to really grasp it. But like Voyager, I was conscious and I watched a lot of that. when
I
was
watched
playing.
Voyager like we all sat down with the family and watched it whatever night
Because it was in syndication
on.
probably.
Yeah, I
when
kind
we
of
were-
fell off. I watched like DS9 for the first 2 seasons, I think, and then kind of fell off. So TNG was really my thing. I was there from the beginning to the end.
And Deep Space Nine ran concurrently with Voyager, I believe. No, not Voyager. Next Generation.
Next Gen, yes,
Yeah.
towards the end.
Because they had some crossovers at the end, I think.
Yeah, but I mean those new ones,
Robert
don't
Picardo
think
is
so.
finally going to meet Worf. Oh no, that's Voyager. Different.
Yeah, Robert
How dare
Picardo
I get them
though
confused.
he ended up on the Next Gen movie. Remember
did he?
when it was a cameo?
Yeah, that's right.
Because he's a computer doctor, so
They use him to
He can come in
distract-
anywhere.
He distracts
Unless
the
they
board.
make him real, which I'm sure they did in more than one episode.
Yeah, I think they did.
he does all kinds of things. That doctor, they have him. He has like a little like arm patch that allows him to like leave sick bay and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
whatever.
like he's doing all. He got up to. He ended up being, I think, like probably the most popular character on that show.
I think
right?
so,
He
yeah.
had
Yeah.
most of the storylines.
What, you didn't, no one remembers Neelix?
Neelix, no.
Oh, people love Neelix. They love Neelix.
Not as much
My
as
brother
I love
loves
Tuvix.
Neelix.
Oh, God.
Wait, who's Tuvix?
Oh, then, there was an episode where Neelix and Tuvok got in a transporter
Oh, that's right,
accident,
and they
then
came out as
became the same
Tuvix.
person.
Yeah.
And they were like, we like Tuvix better than Neelix.
Yeah.
No one likes Neelix.
Yeah, they're like, you're going to be killing him. Janeway's like, I don't care.
I don't care.
Do
Yeah.
it.
They slow walk him to the transporter to kill him.
But yeah, I wish Robert Picardo was in this more. He does have a creepy voice, and so as the phone voice.
Well, the phone
He's
voice
well
is not
cast.
Robert Picardo. It's
What?
Robert England.
What?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Wait a
but
minute.
then,
Yeah, it's Robert
like,
Englund.
Later, you meet him, and I thought it was suggested that it was him, but
Well, the
I
movie
couldn't
suggests
tell.
it's him,
Yeah.
but in the actual reality of our world, it's Robert England.
Really?
Wow. So I was right. My instincts were right. I guess I just thought that because he's directing it, and I figured, yeah, he's got a
Yeah.
creepy voice. Of course, he's going to be the voice. Of the
Oh.
phone.
He didn't say the B word, so we didn't know it was him. Banana.
Yeah. I mean, even what's
Come
his
over
name?
here, banana.
Like later in this movie, Hoax pretty much becomes Freddy Krueger, but he doesn't say bitch. But he does say like asshole and stuff like that.
He's quipping up a storm by the end of this movie.
Yeah, which
yeah,
is
he
which
can't.
Is
They're
fun.
like he can't say a second sentence without it being a quip.
Yeah, so it's kind of like it's very vague what the deal is with this horoscope line.
The devil.
It doesn't really
guess.
click until like too late in the movie, I feel.
But even then,
Yeah,
it's not
it takes
really
almost
explained.
like 40, 50 minutes for him to start like really getting evil and
Yeah, because just like these little things happen. So like he owes money to his like poker buddies. So
Spike.
he calls the line, and then it says something about like him getting some sort of windfall, I guess. He goes across and steals money from his aunt, who's keeping it in like a fish trophy.
Oh, maybe he like tells Spike how to find the money. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, and then it rains fish.
yeah.
Why?
Yeah, it's very
What?
strange. So, yeah, it's weird. So it's the mom kind of explained, I guess, like Spike's mom died. That was her sister. So she's like looking after Spike, and I guess that's his inheritance that she's sort of keeping.
The fish?
It's in a fish.
In the fish statue.
It's in a fish statue, and she's like, "Well, until you're 21." I'm like, lady, this guy's like 27.
Yeah, he's clearly
least.
clearly old, but that's that's the 80s for you.
Yeah, so then they go outside, and Stephen Jeffries is like, "It's raining fish," and it's like magnolia or something, and you're
don't
kind of
even
wondering
get it.
what the hell is happening. But then, like later in the movie, the guy who comes to investigate is like, some say that was a warning from God or something.
So is that what that was?
I think that's the only way it's explained in the movie, I guess.
Listeners, tell us what we missed in 976 Evil
I
about
wish
the falling
there was more
fish.
of that surrealism throughout the movie because there's like the fish in that sequence, and something about like Spike and the other characters is they are so excited by anything happening in the movie. Like,
Yeah, by like
by the end of the movie, when
supernatural
Spike's
stuff.
cousin is the devil, he's like, "Hey, man, you gotta calm down. Stop being the devil and stuff."
Well, around this time, there's like another one of these like separate like what we thought were dream sequences or not of the lady who is smoking and she gets attacked by phones.
Yeah, so
That's a pretty cool scene.
Yeah, but it's sort of like it happens later, and you're still kind of trying to figure out what is going on with the phone.
Well, I think the idea is she called the hotline and then she didn't do the things it told her to do, so it kills her. And that's what happened to the person at the beginning of the movie as well.
Right, okay. So yeah, she's kind of walking along.
Because that's what happens with Spike earlier too, but later.
She kind of, she burns the card, and then the phone rings, and then she goes and stands, and he's like, you didn't live up to your part of the bargain. And then she goes and stands in front of like a phone store.
I like the store. It might be my favorite thing. It's full. It has a funny name, but it's full of novelty phones.
It's called Phone Mart, but it's PHON.
Did you guys ever own a novelty phone? I always wanted like a Garfield phone.
Yeah,
or
I always
something
wanted
that.
the hamburger phone or something like that. But no, I was at a store the other day and they had the Lips phone. And I was like, that's
really?
so cool. And I have no idea if these phones even worked. No, I had like the VTech green see-through phone where you could see like the motherboard and stuff. And that was the coolest phone I got.
I don't
I'm
think
trying
I
to
ever
think like
did.
if my sister had a cool phone. I don't think so.
I just had like a normal phone, like when I had my own phone line.
Your own phone line?
Yeah.
I didn't have
What?
that.
Were you dealing drugs or something like that?
No, I had like a BBS. So this is back.
Wait.
I don't know what
So
that
is this like to get on the internet then?
Yeah, so back in the day. No, but I would use it as a landline. But then when I wanted to go on the internet, because my mom kept bugging me because every time she'd pick up the phone, it would just be like.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fine, I'll get my own
Dial
phone
up.
line in my bedroom. Yeah. And
Well,
then I
what are
ran
you doing in this early time of the internet, Colin? What are your sites?
Yeah, you just log in. I had my like 1200 baud modem, which was really slow, on my Amiga, and then you just like log in. Go to like not chat rooms, but like message boards, and just download
Like
games.
what is it called? News groups?
Yeah, news groups, and then just like download pirated games, pretty much.
Well,
Oh, so you didn't have like, I want to go to like Cool Guys or Rockabilly Heaven.
Are you talking about anything specific?
Yeah,
your
like-
web rings? Or it's
No, it
probably
was-
before web rings.
Honestly, it was mostly just like games, like just pirated games for my Amiga.
And if you wanted to download probably like a 500 kilobit game, it would take like 3 days.
I remember like before I got my landline, it was like telling my mom, okay, don't pick up the phone for 3 hours.
That must have been so expensive though, because like you get charged by the minute. I remember when I had the internet.
No.
No?
Because you weren't on the internet. Like, this was pre-internet, so it was like
pre-internet.
it's kind of hard to explain. Yeah, you're not.
It's very archaic.
It was before the
to us.
www thing, so you were just
So,
like,
oh man, I don't have the. I'm looking up here Amiga computers, and I'm seeing color monitors, but you didn't have a graphical user interface, right? Did
no,
you?
it was just all text. Well, the
Yeah,
Amiga
it was-
did, but when you're logged on to somebody, you're pretty much, they would host it, it's called a BBS, a bulletin board system. They would host a website, and then you could connect to it. Usually one person at a time could connect to it. So you would log in, and
boy.
you're pretty much just like a direct connection via phone to that person's modem. So you're not on the World Wide Web, pretty much. But I was doing it like back when my cousin had like a Commodore 64. He had like a 300 baud modem that you'd plug in and do the same thing. And it would take even longer to download. It was just like, oh, God.
Like, what games are you trying to, like, I need the Duke Nukem, but not the 3D one, the original 2D one.
No, it's like you go and just like Amiga games. Like,
Pong.
Wow, the Outrun for the Amiga, or, Rocket Ranger, or, something
I'm
like
sure
that.
if you look up these games, they're very primitive.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No offense.
Centipede.
Yeah, but I would literally have to like run around my house like, do not pick up the phone or else it will fuck up this whole download.
I guess no wonder they got your own phone line.
Yeah, it was becoming a problem.
I wonder, how much that cost
What? And another
at
phone
the
line?
time, like to get another phone line and to
It was
support
like,
that phone.
I think it was like $7 a month.
Now they're like giving away landlines.
Yeah, it was pretty
Are they?
cheap.
Do people still get landlines?
Yeah, my parents have them.
Wow.
They package them in now because they're like, please get a landline.
Please get a
It's
landline.
free.
Yeah, but I used
it is helpful for certain people, like again, like older people, I guess, if they're just not as phone savvy, maybe, or forget to charge their phone. It's right there. I think
Just remember when you turn the dial to let it go back into place.
I
Or if
had
you
one
won't
of
dial
those
the number.
rotary dial
dials?
phones in my basement, but it was from my grandparents' house.
Oh, but it didn't work, right? Was it plugged
I think
in?
at one point it did work. Yes, it was plugged in, and it did still work for a while, and then I think eventually it broke.
Do you remember when you guys got, Colin probably remembers this, he was more conscious than me in April, but when you got the wireless phone at your house, you're like, whoa,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can go anywhere?
Just getting like a push button phone was a big deal.
Yeah, and I remember like getting the wireless phone was like, we have to make sure we don't keep it on the charger too often because then it won't hold its charge. You have to leave it off.
Oh
you know,
yeah, and the thing
was
that
the
they
idea
still say
anyway.
you have to do, even though you don't, which is cycling the battery. Which
Yeah,
is like,
yeah.
you got to let it run down and then you
Oh
charge it
yeah,
back up.
that's not the case. But we didn't know back then. It was a cool thing.
And if you
Speaking
do
of
leave the
phones.
TV on, it will burn in because of the kind of monitor that you have. Hey, isn't it funny that we went all the way back
Yeah.
to like
Depending on your
OLEDs.
TV, yeah.
Yeah.
I say our new OLED is great though. No burn in and not even
Yeah.
not even the
Yeah.
chance. Not even the chance of a burn in.
yeah, don't leave it on YouTube.
So we're introduced to a new character in this movie, who's the biggest non-character.
This guy, what is going on with this character?
So he shows up at Evil Ed's house and is talking to his mom. He says he's from Modern Miracle magazine, and he heard about the fish like falling. I don't know what the fuck his deal is.
Is he an undercover cop? I
It's
don't
not
think
clear. He
so.
doesn't
Because
really
later
do
when he goes to
anything.
the phone station, he has like a camera and stuff, but he could still be undercover as writing a story, I guess. But because like, what are you doing?
He's like an investigative
He's
journalist or
acting
something.
like an undercover cop, but I guess he's an investigative.
He doesn't have a
journalist. I
gun,
don't
so
know.
yeah, he's like an investigative journalist. But it's like every time he shows up, he talks for like 2 seconds, and then they just cut. The scene ends, and you have no idea what the hell he was talking to the person about or what his deal is. And then later on, I don't know, he seems to be whining and dining the principal at the school.
That storyline comes out of nowhere. They're just like, we need another hot chick in this movie. Let's get this model who is the principal.
quote unquote.
You don't actually see her boobs, but you see her like undressed later.
Yeah, it's very weird and vague, and it's just like we
Who
don't
just
need
becomes a character.
we don't
in
need
the-
this character.
The third act.
It should be Spike, I think, doing this like
yeah,
this
because
investigation.
later, like after, honestly, like Spike is just like
Gone.
wandering around this movie, like very
nothing.
reactive.
And he shows up
Yeah,
at the end
doing
being
nothing.
like, "Hey, my house is being
Yeah.
frozen. It's
Yeah.
collapsing into hell." Oh no!
It's like no reaction whatsoever.
Yeah, so if I may script doctor this, I think it has to be the whole movie should have been from the younger kid's perspective.
yes.
Because it tries to do this like dual protagonist thing. Or just don't have Spike in it at all.
I would
you
no, I
know?
would keep Spike. I would get rid of the old investigator, get rid of the principal character, and then have it be Spike and the blonde woman at the end.
Yeah, why wasn't he kidnapped? I guess because he killed her earlier.
Oh yeah,
But
that's
he
right.
should have kidnapped her at the end. But yeah, okay, so let's get into this. So Spike goes on a date with this blonde, I guess a bimbo. And sorry, she's not a bimbo. She's a nice lady. He picks her up at the school. They go on a date, they have sex in his room, and what's his name? Hoax is like, hey, nice lady, through the
He's
pneumatic
watching. He's got a
tube.
pervy telescope.
He's a
Nice
total
lady.
He's a total pervert. This kid.
Well, this is where I started
April,
laughing.
all the kids in the '80s that were peeking through telescopes, right, Colin?
And they were all looking
Yeah.
at boobs in National Geographic, which is what
Geographics.
happens earlier in this movie.
Yeah.
Did you have a telescope and you would peek? I
No,
feel like
no.
that's something
Peep.
you would do.
No. What? No.
Okay. I mean, you didn't have the internet. You just had your BBS boards.
Yeah, and
We
you
had
just
to
look
look like an ASCII graphic of a woman taking her top off.
That's true. But this is really funny. This sex scene is happening, and it's just like, they're smoking while having sex. And
That's
I'm
why
like,
I think it's a joke.
okay, this has to be a joke. She
And
kind of
like she's wearing his leather jacket, and they're on a leather chair, and it's like, again, is that a joke? I thought
gotta
it was a
be.
joke.
yeah.
Robert Englund, this is supposed to be humorous, right? I'm not sure.
Then while they're having sex, he gets like a pneumatic tube message from Hoax,
Yeah.
going like, "Yeah, nice babe,"
And
or
she's
whatever.
upset about this, obviously. Then they
because
have some banter.
He pulls it out while they're he takes out the
Pulls it out, eh?
takes out the message while having sex.
And then she pulls it out and gets up
Yeah.
and takes her underwear off. I was already off, and gives it to him. They do some switching of the underpants. And then I thought that okay, I'm going home. No, I guess that was just the beginning of their date. So
Yeah.
then they go to the movies. And of course,
Yeah, because
he
he's
can't
got
stop playing poker.
he's gotta
He's
gamble.
addicted.
a lot of the movie takes place at this movie theater. It's called was it El Diablo?
Unfortunately, though, we never actually see the theater. It's all just this back room, which is obviously a set. And then the bathroom later.
Which is
Remember, kids, if you have poker problems, call 1-900. Stop playing.
1976.
Yeah, exactly. And then
$5
she's
for the
obviously
first minute.
pissed. She's like, you came here to see the movie, and you're playing poker with your buddies, your good time boys in the back,
Mm-hmm.
who have like kidnapped a child, which is never commented on. They didn't actually kidnap a child, but there's a very, very young-looking woman playing poker with
Yeah, I
them.
don't know what her deal is.
She looks like she's 11. Like,
Yeah,
it's
she looks very small.
It's very uncomfortable.
She's like a miniaturized like Winona Ryder, like
Wow,
even
and
smaller.
She's already small. A Jenny Ortega, if you will.
Yeah,
The smallest.
we did miss a scene like earlier on. Like they show that Hoax is getting bullied at school quite a lot.
He's getting swirlies.
He's getting swirlies. You get your head in the toilet. Spike pays the guys back.
You're like, I think I better explain what a swirly is. No, good call.
Head in the toilet, whatever. So yeah, Spike beats the shit out of all these like the bullies. The guys that he plays poker with regularly, by the way.
Yeah, they're his friends, and,
And he beats him up.
Yeah, but then
Like-
it doesn't make the bullies stop bullying Hoax either. It's just that did nothing.
Yeah, but yeah, he beats them up pretty badly. When a guy like breaks his nose, I think his Airhead or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's their kind of relationship. So he continues to gamble with these guys, I guess.
And then the lady again, and so his lady friend, his blonde friend, she's like, "Fuck you, Spike. You know, I'm going home." And then the bullies bully her. It's like, again, Spike doing nothing about this. They're like, so they leave, and then she ends up hooking up with the little brother. Wouldn't
With
they meet up
Hoax.
outside or something?
Yeah, he's kind of like, hey, I'm Spike's cousin. They end up going to a diner because she's pissed off at Spike, blah, blah, blah.
And they have a real connection, seemingly.
Seemingly. He likes spiders. She doesn't.
Yeah, and then the bullies show up again. They horribly beat them. They beat them up, and they rough her up, and then she finds her underwear in his pocket.
Yeah, he's being a perv.
I mean,
and,
we
like-
all saw that coming.
Yeah, yeah.
So she goes home, and then there's this really, really long, drawn-out scene of her making macaroni and cheese.
Yum, yum.
To which I say, she ate pizza earlier, but she does say, when I'm pissed off, I eat. And
Too much carbs.
She proclaims this.
Yeah. But for some reason, Hoax starts calling the hotline again. And he's like pissed off at her. And then it really escalates.
Yeah, it really escalates from here.
It just like cuts and he's drawing like a pentagram in the middle of the room. I guess the hotline is like telling him what to do.
Yeah, because I was like, did he just do this on his own? There's a lot of steps involved here. Wait. Now, okay, the pentagram is wrong. There's actually supposed to be 7 triangles
now
in
light
there.
10 candles. Yeah, he doesn't. He just cuts to it.
Where can I
being
get the
done.
candles? Okay, Home Depot may have some.
But he was saying earlier, like, oh, you should see the spider I've got at home. It's like, very
has a
venomous, blah, blah, blah. So then, like, he puts the spider in the middle of the pentagram and is doing this chant. He's got like this bloody handprint on his chest. And I'm like, all right, this really escalated. So he's getting back at her for some
Well, for
reason.
yelling at him for stealing her underpants.
Well, she was in the right.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Incels are like this.
Yeah, that's true. Creepy.
And I was like genuinely creeped out of the spider arm coming out of under the kind of like TV dinner foil.
The foil, yeah.
Ugh.
It's kinda
I don't
creepy.
like spiders, and I don't have anything against them like as a creature. Like they belong. They have just as much of right to be here as anyone else. But I don't like tarantulas. They freak me out. They're
I don't
ugly.
mind
I don't
taran-
mind the little tiny, water spiders that we have in our bathroom sometimes. Those guys, I can
Ew.
coexist with
They're
them.
going to go up your butt and lay eggs.
They're just trying to live their life.
Living their best life.
Speaking of water spouts.
Up your butt.
No, they're like minuscule. They're tiny.
Yeah, the
little
tiniest spiders are
little
the most
yellow
venomous ones, though.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Like the brown recluse.
The brown recluse or like black widows and stuff like that.
Oh, fuck.
We
I
don't
would
have
never.
black widows in our shower.
I could not exist in Australia.
They're going up your butt.
Those in like the ones that really freak me out are like the dock spiders at people's cottage.
I hate dock spiders. They're gnarly.
Yeah. Oh man, brown recluse spiders are tiny.
Yeah, and they're
They're
everywhere
really
in
small.
Australia. Like people are like vacuuming their couches and like, oh look, I found like 3 of them.
Okay, so long story short, I don't like
Size of a
spiders.
penny.
And I don't. I this was an effective scene. I'll put it that way, to the point where I had to look away from the TV. 'cause
Yeah,
I don't like looking at them.
She kind of like pulls the foil off, and like tons of spiders come out.
And then they're like on her.
They're crawling all over her.
And she dies somehow.
Well, Evil Ed, sorry, Hoax, is back and kind of realizes what's
call him
happening.
Evil
He can
Ed.
like hear her screaming like on the phone line or something,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh no, I've been tricked." And then he like kills the
the spider.
spider and then it kills her. Like him smashing the spider,
she
like
just
breaks her back or something like
I
that.
see. Well, it wasn't really clear, and I do think the movie takes way too long to get to this point, to the point where you're saying like, yeah, all of a sudden it goes to like 0 to 100 here, and now he's just like super evil, and like he says like no, but then the next scene he's just fine with it, and he's like, I'm evil now, I'm gonna beat up those bullies.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I think
okay. This is my favorite part though, in the scene where he beats up a bunch of bullies. It's when he's
At
going
school?
demon mode. Yeah, at school. Because there's a guy. He's on a skateboard, and he does the skateboard on the wall.
yeah, I know. Like, what is he doing?
I think I missed
My
that.
favorite thing. Yeah.
He was like doing a handstand.
He
when you walked
handstand
in
with
the
the skateboards on the wall.
But he like
Okay.
skated up the wall like on his. It's hard to explain.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, these bullies are so funny. So yeah, Hoax comes in and
He's growing a demon hand.
yeah,
Which is like the same one that they had in Fright Night, I think. Didn't he
don't-
have like a claw hand?
I don't know.
Probably, yeah.
Well, just like Freddy Krueger's directing, you got to have a claw hand, right?
Yeah.
So these two guys are like beating him up or threatening him, and then he like nails like grow out and he slashes one of them in the face. He tells the other guy like whatever, he scares him off.
He says like, tell everybody not to mess with me anymore. Pass
Pass
it
it
on.
on.
I haven't heard pass it on since I was in high school, I think.
Oh, we used to say it all the time, though,
Yeah,
didn't
I
we?
used to say that in
it was
grade
a
school.
phrase like, this, I'm saying something mean about the teacher. Pass it on.
What do they say now? 6, 7.
I guess.
Oh, God.
I'm not even acknowledging
It's
that.
like it's like a party behind the tree after recess. Pass it
pass-
on.
Pass it on.
You do it down.
Maybe it's
the-
like, because we're saying now, like, email it to you.
Yeah, but I guess now
DM
Still say
me.
email these days?
No. You say
So what do we say?
electronic email.
text me.
Text me?
Yeah.
DM.
Okay.
DM me.
People say DM. I don't
Mail
really
me?
say it.
Email
but yeah,
me? I feel like I say it still.
if you're saying something on like Instagram, or you're putting out like a call, like I'm in need of like a lighting tech this weekend.
me.
DM me. Yeah, stuff like that. I guess they say DM me. Because you could DM DM could mean text. It could mean
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter, whatever.
Do you guys communicate the most through iMessage? Is that your main mode of communication?
I mostly do
Yeah.
text, but I do iMessage too because
Yeah.
I think there were issues with texting my parents or something with different like phone
You can
plans or
only-
something. And also it's like it's through the internet, so I can always do it as opposed
Yeah.
to, I guess, texting where you have to have.
Because I still use
SRS or
Messenger,
whatever.
and it's like I can switch to like something else that people use, but I don't really text that much.
Oh.
I'm
only
more text. I use Instagram as well to DM friends
Yeah.
sometimes too.
I usually only text my brother and my mother. That's it.
I
No one
text
else.
everybody.
I mostly only messenger my parents.
And me.
Oh, okay.
Actually, Emily too. Yeah, I guess that's how we communicate too. What am I talking about?
I just text. I don't care. I'm not distinguishing between the two. If it's green, if it's blue, that's
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. I
That's a
don't care.
text to me.
Yeah.
But it's a different app though.
No.
That's what he's saying.
It's through my
Yeah.
messages.
Oh, it's all through the
Messenger?
same messenger? Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you can't
You don't
even
have
tell.
a different app?
No.
Like I have a messenger app.
Yeah, that's Facebook.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
That's how we communicate.
That's what we mean.
I thought you
I'm
meant-
asking what app you use.
Sorry, I thought you meant iMessage.
Oh, you sent me a picture of that spider. Ew.
This is all on topic, people. We're talking about lines of communication
And
for the movie
spiders.
976 Evil.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I think if you were out of the country, it would be WhatsApp. That's what people use,
Yes.
like out of North America.
my cousin
And-
came recently to visit from Scotland, and he was texting me through WhatsApp.
Because it's like it works everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the
because the cell plans in North America are so shit
Yeah.
from visiting people. It's so
Well,
cheap overseas. It's crazy.
I mean, WhatsApp, I think it's owned by Facebook as well.
Ugh, probably.
So it's like,
Yeah.
no, it's not even like an
Talk
advantage.
about your broken websites that I refuse to go to.
There is a cool scene here where Hoax confesses to Spike that like what he's done, like he's killed the girl, his girlfriend. And then like Spike pulls him into like this locker room. The locker room's like lit up with like these purple like underlights, and it looks
There's
really
like smoke
cool.
coming up
Like,
too.
it goes
Yeah.
really crazy later, but this is the first scene where I was like, wow, like what cinematography? Like they didn't have to go that crazy, and they did. And later
Yeah.
they're doing like Dutch angles and stuff, which I really like, which felt very nightmare. But like this scene was like, I thought that like, a music video was about to happen.
Oh yeah, that's after they
It's gonna
they
be like
they beat Hoax up in the diner and then they lock him in a dumpster. But it's like all these like
Yeah.
street toughs like dancing on the dumpster, and you're like, what's happening?
a lot
here?
of scenes in this look like an 80s music video. To its credit.
So while this is happening, the investigator he tracks down the 976 evil number to where it's coming from, and it's like one of these like call centers, I guess, which
This
is kind
a
of
fun
fun.
scene.
Yeah, there's like different rooms. It's like 976 jock, and it's just this guy going like, rah, talking like football and stuff. And
Yeah,
then
but
there's-
isn't he saying like he's giving people like spell ingredients?
the sports guy.
Yeah. Wasn't he like, okay,
No.
you need to use like, sandalwood for this and
I don't.
that's what I saw and heard.
I don't think
And
so.
then I didn't like that the Santa guy is like in a Christmas room.
Oh, we forgot to say this is actually a Christmas movie.
Oh,
It takes place throughout
What?
Christmas.
Yeah.
No, does it?
Well,
No.
well, maybe people want to call Santa year round. Anyway, my point is the third room makes sense to me because it is a
976
woman that you wouldn't think is sexy, with like cat photographs and stuff doing the sexy voice. But the Santa guy, he just has Christmas stuff around because he just loves Christmas. Maybe it helps him get in the mood.
Yeah,
I don't
he's,
know.
he's drunk. He's got a big bottle of booze and like a paper
He's
bag.
like, hello, little girl.
Yeah, and then it's 976 Lust is the third one. So then we finally see Robert Picardo. His name is Dark Mark, or Mark Dark. Mark Dark. And for some reason he's got like a cold
Dark.
through this.
I think the
entire-
idea is supposed to be like you can't tell what his voice is.
Oh, but then if he isn't the guy on the phone, why would that matter?
I don't know, but it's clearly a decision that happened.
Yeah, and this whole thing about it's leading you to believe that he wanted to create an automated version of him, which is like he's using AI to replace himself.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
But he's like, it didn't work.
He brings the investigator. Yeah, he's like, I want to like end up like firing all these people so I can save on.
He's an early AI
Yeah,
guy.
there you go. Machines are gonna replace him. Yeah, so he set up this like 976 evil horoscope line, but he's like, it hasn't been running for months. Like I turned it
It's
off
like an
months ago.
answering machine, kind of.
Yeah.
It's a machine that like he records his voice onto.
Do you think he has a cold because it's revealed later that he's like the devil?
Well,
Yeah, I
later
think
he
that's what it
has
is.
like
'Cause he's
pill
on-
bottles and
he's
like
on-
syringes and
But he's
stuff.
on Earth and it's just like cold because he's from hell where it's hot.
Oh, you mean like it's a little
I
Nicky
mean, man,
situation?
you're writing some real fan fiction
Like
here,
little Nicky has to wear a big coat because he's so cold.
Yeah,
Because
maybe
he's
it's
from
one of those
the
things.
south, the deep south.
It's a good thing, yeah, and he plays it well. It's an interesting take. So then the investigator guy, again, this should be Spike. Like this investigator is so stupid.
Spike is basically out of the movie until the end, right? While Evil Ed kind of wreaks havoc. He gets more and more demon-esque.
Yeah, he's starting to develop. You can get these like capillary veins in
His
around
hair
his
is like
eyes.
also like growing out of his face.
Yeah, and he's got like the claw hand. And then the investigator again like shows up to the school, talks to the principal, and then like the next scene that you see him is like he's just whining and dining the principal at like an Italian restaurant. It makes no sense.
Make you think. This film is now I know there were some issues where the producers recut it for the theatrical release, but then they returned to Robert Englund's director's cut for the VHS. But I think from the get-go, the film is
Really?
kind of incomprehensible in some ways.
Yes.
And I don't know if that's because England is like, I want to go for a more like dreamlike feel, or it's just him not understanding certain storytelling techniques.
Well, because it feels like scenes are missing.
Yeah,
Yes.
that would make a lot more sense. I bet you they
The
could,
original
like,
cut of this movie was 2 hours and 40 minutes. I don't know. That's usually the stuff you hear about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's like what is it like an hour 30?
Yeah, first time director. It could just be that. You know?
I bet you that's why because the investigator is talking to Spike, their first meeting. Remember, Spike almost gets hit by the car, and then he's like, "Well," they sit down at a diner and they're about to start talking, and then they just cut.
Yeah.
And you never see any of the investigators like scenes really.
Oh
When
my
he
god,
starts-
I just got something. Remember how he's like, I'll have a Western omelet, and Spike goes, I'll have the usual, and she goes, got it. Western
Deviled-
omelet and a deviled egg sandwich. Deviled eggs.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be, I guess, a red herring, maybe? I don't
No,
know.
it's
Or
just
is it
like
just a joke that
there's just a-
the word devil is in it?
there's a lot of devil stuff. So like the theater's called El Diablo.
That's true.
And they have like a neon pitchfork.
Yeah. Well, I guess let's get to that scene where Colin, we can't go through every scene in the movie because
Well, I
nothing
just-
happens in this movie.
I just want to like, I'm waving my hand because it's like we do skip ahead, but
So there's a lot of murders that happen at the end of the movie, like all in quick succession, because basically Evil Ed is turning into Hoax, a like demon man. But they like the payoffs are weak. Like they look kind of cool surrounding it, like colored lighting, gel, smoke. But it'll be like the aunt gets her throat slit and a little bit of blood splatters, and you're like, "That's it?" You're like, "Yeah, that's it."
Yeah, I mean, there's some fun in the movie theater, but it's not necessarily executed in the greatest way, which I felt was maybe a bit of a technical limitation. Maybe like the guy who gets like the neon sign pitchfork on him. You're like,
Oh,
okay, like they
it's-
couldn't show it happening.
it's
because they
edited.
can't.
They edit around it, and it's very
and then
clunky.
and then he's just like in it, and it's a funny idea, and if it was just they just didn't quite, I guess, have the budget to really execute it.
but
They
there is
did
like
what they could.
there is like a fun scene. Like Evil Ed comes in when they're playing poker. He takes two of the guys take him outside to rough him up, and then he comes back like later covered in blood, and he's like, "Oh, can I play a hand? It's the two hearts."
I got a pair of hearts.
Yeah,
Also,
this is the dead man's hand. He
It's-
says after he cuts a man's hand
which
off.
I don't even know what that means, but there is also
Dead man's hand. That's where Davy Jones went, right? Oh no, that's not Dead Man's hand at all.
Dead man's chest. But yeah, also our fun boys are playing strip poker here, which would
Together.
be fun and homoerotic if they didn't have this very very young girl with them playing with them who is encouraged to do a striptease, which is very uncomfortable. But they're all like, yeah, I guess that's just something that guys do, you know.
Bunch of fun boys back in the '80s playing strip poker together. Yeah, there's some fun scenes here. Like he kind of chases Marcus into the bathroom, and he's going through the stalls. But he's
Cuts that guy's hand off.
he like spills some film cleaner, I guess, which is flammable, I guess.
They didn't have the little flammable symbol on it that would have helped.
No.
But you got it. And yeah, so this scene is like the set is on fire. Like it's a fun set piece. It's just, and I also like the way it was shot. Like I said, low Dutch angle on our bad guy. It looked good, I would say.
And now the protagonist of the movie completely switches. So now the investigator and the principal are like the leads
His principal
in the movie.
that was barely a character earlier on.
We've
The
never
Yes.
met her before. She just comes in the third act.
Yeah,
right?
they show up to Hoax's house. The investigator falls off a trellis and is unconscious. And now the principal is like the lead in the movie. So she's walking through Hoax's house, and it's like everything is frozen. It's kind of a cool like practical effect.
Why is the house now like a portal to hell? I just feel like it's escalated a little quickly.
Yeah, like the ending where it's like everything freezes. Like April mentioned, a portal opens, a giant like little miniature. I was like, where was this throughout the rest of the movie?
Yeah,
and it's never said like, I need you to open my portal to hell.
well, he did say earlier
Oh, did he?
when Hoax is he's painting the pentagram. He's like, do these things. You can hear him like still talking on the phone, and he's like, blah blah blah. I'll plant my seed. You'll become one of my like
minions, I guess. Yeah.
children.
Okay.
or
Yeah, I
minions.
guess he does. So he's turning him into a warrior for devil.
I don't know. He's
You know-
gonna
you know,
like
it sounds-
bring hell to
a
earth or
servant
something.
of Satan.
Yeah, it all kind of comes out of nowhere. It's like, what? So the house is frozen. She like walks up, finds like his dead mom. Thankfully, none of the cats are
Yeah,
dead.
we didn't mention the mom has a lot of cats, and they're real cats, and they look pretty cute. Nothing happens to them, but they are eating her corpse at the end. The bird gets it, but it's off screen.
Well, it's a bird, It's very squawky.
Sweet little.
Everybody
babies.
hates birds.
Everyone hates birds, right? He does have a good line because like the bird yells at him for getting blood on the furniture, and he's like, "That's why it has plastic on it, asshole." She has
Who's
plastic.
he saying
on
these lines to?
Yeah, exactly. The camera.
There's no one around.
That's funny.
Like, can you imagine you're dying, you're getting your hands or guts ripped out, and someone's like, what is a one-liner if your guts are being ripped out?
Got a stomach.
That's a lot of guts. And I'm like, are you quoting Kung Pao?
That's a deep cut right there.
Yeah.
That's the last thing.
The last thing you hear is like, and you don't
That's a
even
lot of
know when it's
guns.
happening. You're like, is that Kung Pao?
Yeah,
You know what?
Yeah, you
If that's
kill
the
a
last thing, you're going out with a smile on your face.
you kill a DJ, with the knife, and then like blood splatters, and then the record starts playing. He's like, "Ooh, that's a deep cut."
There
Yeah,
you
I
go.
feel like that. Yeah, that had to happen.
There you go.
But yeah, again, like they really go all out with the set deck in this last
Yeah, there's like
scene.
a lot of miniatures. Like the whole like floor collapses into like this frozen kind of chasm.
Yeah.
The principal is like trying to escape from him, blah blah blah, and then like Spike shows up
He's
again.
like getting our bad guy's getting like rapey with the principal, and yeah, then Spike is home.
Spike comes back, wakes up the investigator. Now they're back in the movie. Spike does not look disturbed or I don't know, excited, perturbed.
Oh,
No, Spike looks
about anything.
like he's waiting for his microwave dinner to finish. He's like,
like that lady earlier.
He's so bored by what's
he's so
happening.
bored.
Hoax has gone like full demon by this point, and he starts to kill Spike, and then Spike's like, I don't know, trying to reach Hoax in the demon, like, hey man, remember when we wanted to go on that trip?
Yeah, he
or-
like talks to him about some vacation. And it seems to soften him a little bit.
A
but
little bit.
It
And
doesn't
then-
really take.
Yeah, but Spike enough for like Spike to escape, and then just like tosses him
And then
out
he,
the window.
he falls into the abyss. Well, also
Ah,
so
my only weakness being defenestrated. Oh!
the teacher and the guy are escaping through on the pneumatic tube from building to building, much like the end of Home Alone. That's all I could think of, where
Yeah.
they're trying to get to the treehouse.
But they're really kind of badly blue screened in.
And then you realize why. A portal to hell opens below them.
Yeah, the whole backyard opens up.
It doesn't look great, but
It doesn't look
you know,
good, no.
it's the late 80s.
yeah.
Yeah, and then so he goes down the hole. And then what happens? Does it just seal itself up?
I think he just burns. Yeah,
And that's the end of that story.
but
Until
then
the sequel.
we cut back to Robert. We cut back to the call center again, and Robert Picardo is like talking to somebody new on the phone or whatever, and he's like, he's got like this book with like somebody's photo, and then he swaps it out with Stephen Jeffries' face.
So I guess he was behind it the whole time.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And then
that's the end of that mystery.
I guess like Stephen Jeffries is like a new soul in hell or something like that.
I
he's like,
guess.
he's
Man,
like,
this is
"We'll
a
find-"
long process to get souls in hell.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, like luring people in with your phone line.
I assume that's what's going to happen.
I
don't
mean,
know.
it's a cute idea. Like these phone lines were things. What if it was evil? You know, it wasn't executed really smartly. But this
It's not
movie
the-
did have some fun scenes in it.
It does, yeah, and I think it's got some style to it. That editing thing explains a lot, actually. If the producers like trimmed it down,
But
because
his director's cut came out on. That's the version we watched.
I don't know if it is though.
I'm not
It
sure.
is. Yeah, they released it on video as the director's cut.
Okay.
So
Well, it wasn't labeled as such, but
No.
it was an hour and a half. I don't know.
I don't know. It just
it
feels
was
like
92
stuff is
minutes.
missing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Colin, did you say your favorite thing?
Oh shoot. I don't know. I like the lighting and cinematography sometimes.
I'm
It's kind of
going-
fun.
I'm
I wish they
going with-
played it up a bit more though.
Yeah, but I mean, it's in there. I can't fault the way this movie looks for sure.
No.
I liked the funny phone store with all the funny phones.
With all the phones.
Yeah, I wish there was a scene where he goes in there and like looks around or something. You know, it was a novelty phone store which had to exist back then. I'm sure it did.
Oh, guys, big breakthrough. There is a version that's an hour that's 10 minutes longer out there.
Okay, so maybe that explains
Yeah.
a few things.
It's just 10 minutes of like the investigator storyline.
it's his
Yeah,
storyline.
this is my story.
Because clearly someone was just like, boring, cut it, you know. I
guess.
guess. But
But-
then it just makes the movie make no sense.
Yeah, it's just like trim those characters entirely and kind of focus it up. So maybe they just like, shot too much, and then when they cut it together, it's like, oh boy, this is like 2.5 hours or something.
Yeah, so like this movie isn't great, but if you're looking for like a kind of a slasher to watch maybe around Halloween, I'd recommend
Yeah,
it.
it's fun.
It's stylish. Now, big question, are you guys going to watch the sequel?
I've already seen the sequel long time ago.
Really?
It's very fun.
Do you remember anything about it?
Yes, there's parts where they jump in from like movie to movie, and I believe there's a Night of Living Dead parody because it's in public domain.
Ooh.
Where suddenly
Oh.
it's like black and white. Yeah. People, if you look up the movie, people oftentimes talk about the sequel more than they talk about the original.
Well, I
Really?
do like Jim Wynorski. Probably a better director than Robert Englund.
Yeah, I'd probably say
Robert
so.
Englund is not known for his directing.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I will check out 976 Evil 2. And maybe Evil Speaks someday. Why not? Maybe I'll check out that
they
one
also
too.
go to the party scene of It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not talking about Shocker with Peter Berg?
I can
where
guarantee
they go
you
into the
that it's
TV and they
976
go into
Evil.
different things. Oh my God.
And
I
don't
really
worry,
wanna watch this.
Spike is back, I believe. Yeah, he is. He's third build.
Third build. So maybe he's not the main character, which he wasn't really in this. But yes, so this movie is, you can rent it on, YouTube, Amazon, iTunes, Apple Movies,
April's falling asleep as she's listing the names.
all of those places. So thank you for recommending this movie from DJ.
Yeah,
and
this was a good one.
anyone else
Thanks,
want
DJ.
to recommend
Thank
movies?
you, DJ.
By the way, you don't have to do anything. Just be a patron. And if you're chosen, I will pick you.
And if you're scared and you're like, oh, then you don't have to pick. You can be like, I'd rather pass my turn on.
Yeah, yes, exactly. And
then, no, you know
please
what?
check
If
your
they
emails.
pass, we get to pick. That's what happens.
Well, we get to pick all the time. So if you want to email the podcast, we're at nosuchthingasa@gmail.com. And we're on Twitter, Instagram, and Bluesky at nosuchthingpod. We're on YouTube. We can check out our episodes there. And we're on Patreon, as I said, patreon.com/nosuchthingasa-bad-movie. At the $2 level, you get submitted into the lottery. And at the $5 level, you will get a bonus mini episode every 2 weeks. And I mean, we just talked about the biggest movie to come out this year.
It sounds like you're being sarcastic, but the answer is actually yes.
It
that
actually
is the biggest movie.
is the biggest movie to come out this
Yeah.
year. It's Avatar 3. I'm sure it's like probably the highest like box office gross out of anything yet. Do you think of 2025?
That's a good
Probably.
question.
Give it some time. I mean, it's only been out for like a week and a half, right?
Yeah. What were like big movies this year? I can't remember.
I mean, I guess
Big movie.
One Battle is the only one I can think of.
Yeah, but that didn't make
Yeah.
any money.
It
I'm
wasn't,
talking about like
like-
box office.
I'm probably Minecraft.
Let me
movie,
look.
right?
2025 box office. Yeah, I think Minecraft was probably number
That
one.
was earlier this year, right?
Oh, number one is
Yes.
Niza, the
The Chinese
film
one?
that made $2 billion worldwide.
Whoa.
Well, I don't know that one, but yes.
Zootopia 2, number 2.
Oh yeah, that's
Really?
another big one.
Lilo and Stitch, number 3.
Oh,
the
God.
live action remake. It made $1 billion.
Jeez.
Wow.
And a Minecraft movie didn't quite cross the $1 billion mark.
Wow, that's shocking.
That is shocking.
Followed by Jurassic Park World Rebirth, a film we all love and have
Ugh,
seen, right?
Can't stop
Well,
talking
the
about
first
it.
four goes to show you kids are back at the movies.
Jesus.
You know, are they going
Avatar,
to see
and then
Avatar
Demon
3?
Slayer.
Demon
and then
Slayer, yeah. That
How to
did
Train
well.
Your Dragon, F1, and Superman, number 10.
Wow, Superman's number 10, eh? Well,
Yep.
what a year for the movies, you guys.
The movie!
Cinema is back.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you want to find me, I'm on Instagram and Bluesky and YouTube at April at Mansky.
I don't think that Tom Cruise would be saying Cinema is back because Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, number 11.
Wow.
it didn't
Maybe crack the top 10.
Yeah, it didn't do very well.
I haven't even seen it
That's
yet.
bad.
Yeah.
It's like fucking 3 hours long. I don't need
It's
that.
like Avatar.
I don't need that in my life.
I'll see it eventually.
I will, but my God.
Yeah, gonna have to break it up. But no, yeah, I didn't see it because everyone said it stunk.
And it's too
so,
long.
You know, I'll get to it eventually. Anyway, Justin, where can they find you?
You can find me on any social media, Justin Decloux, DECLOUX. That's how you spell my last name. And you can also tune in to many of my podcasts, like the Very Fine Comic Book Podcast, where me and my pal Mike Wood talk about, introduce you to a new comic book every couple of weeks whenever we post. So check that out.
You can find me online, Sergeant Zima, SGTZIMA, on all the social medias.
That's it for this week. I hope you had a great 2025. The day this episode drops, I think, is January 2nd. Right now, we're still in the crisp end, the tail end of 2025. What will 2026 bring? Let us know in the comments
What you can see into the future?
what you would like more of, what we'd like us to cover.
Oh, what we can do.
Yeah. What can we do? But if you're happy with the content, it's going to be more of the same. That sounds bad, but I think that could be a good thing, right?
Yeah. We won't challenge ourselves.
No,
and
we'll keep bringing you high quality content of which you are already used to.
listening to. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, thanks for joining us. See you next time. I'm April Atmansky.
I'm Justin McClue.
I'm Colin Cunningham.
And remember, there's no such thing as a bad movie.
$5 per minute.